I am Sindhu S, Associate Professor, ECE Department, Jyoti Engineering College, Cherdurthi. I am handling EC 306 Antenna and Wave Propagation for 6th semester ECE students. In this presentation, I will be discussing antenna arrays of Module 3. Under antenna arrays, the topic I will be handling in this presentation is array of 2 point sources with equal amplitude and phase. For the theory of point sources, first only 2 isotropic point sources separated by a distance with different phase conditions are taken. Then later it will be extended to n point sources. The different conditions are array of 2 point sources with equal amplitude and phase. Another condition is with equal amplitude and opposite phase, and the third condition is different unequal amplitudes and different phases. So in this presentation we will be seeing the first condition, that is array of 2 point sources with equal amplitude and phase. So in this, 2 isotropic point sources 1 and 2 are situated symmetrically with respect to origin, and this 1 and 2 are separated by a distance d and have the same polarization. We have to calculate the field at a distant point P, which is at a distance r from the origin. Waves from source 1 reaches point P at a later time than the wave from source 2. So fields due to source 1 lag behind source 2. This is because of the path difference 1 dash 2 dash involved between these two waves. So in this we have 1 dash 2 dash as the path difference, and O2 is d by 2 since O is the midpoint, and similarly O1 is also d by 2. In triangle O2 2 dash we have O2 dash as d by 2 cos theta, similarly O1 dash as d by 2 cos theta. Therefore total this path difference 1 dash 2 dash is equal to d by 2 cos theta plus d by 2 cos theta. So path difference 1 dash 2 dash is d by 2 cos theta plus d by 2 cos theta, which is equal to d cos theta meters. So if you want to find out in wavelength, we will write it as d by lambda cos theta. Then from optics we know that psi, phase angle psi, is equal to 2 pi into path difference. Psi is the phase angle difference between fields of the two sources measured at angle theta along the radius vector line. Now let E1 be, so psi is equal to 2 pi d by lambda cos theta. We will take lambda out. So 2 pi by lambda d cos theta. We know that 2 pi by lambda, which is a phase constant represented by beta, is equal, so that is beta d cos theta radians. Let E1 is the field from source 1, E2 is the field from source 2, and E is the total electric field, and psi is what I told, phase angle between the fields of the two sources measured at angle theta along the radius vector line. So the total electric field is given by E is equal to E1 e raised to minus j psi by 2 plus E2 e raised to j psi by 2. The first term is the field component due to source 1, that is, which is lagging behind the lagging component due to source 1, and the second term is the leading component, field component due to source 2. So since it is lagging, we have written it as E1 e raised to minus j psi by 2, and this is leading component, so it is e raised to j psi by 2. And since in this condition we have taken it as equal amplitude, so we will write E1 equal to E2 equal to E0. Let us substitute E1 E2 as E0. So then we can take E0 as common. So E is equal to E0 e raised to minus j psi by 2 plus e raised to j psi by 2. From trigonometry we know that e raised to j theta plus e raised to minus j theta by 2 is cos theta. So here we have e raised to j theta is let us assume this is e raised to j theta, this is e raised to minus j theta. So we have it as cos theta. So we have it as cos psi by 2. Okay, 2 E naught cos psi by 2. Now psi we have already found that to be beta d cos theta. Let us substitute psi as beta d cos theta. So E is equal to 2 E naught cos psi by 2. We will be substituting psi with beta d cos theta by 2. So E is equal to 2 E naught cos beta d cos theta by 2. This is the total amplitude. So for maximum value to be obtained, value can be obtained by putting 2 E naught is equal to 1. So the electric field will become E is equal to cos beta d cos theta by 2. Now what we are going to do is we are going to substitute the value for beta. Beta we know what it is, 2 pi by lambda. And we are assuming the distance between the point sources. D is the distance between the point sources 1 and 2. That we are taking it to be, we are assuming it to be lambda by 2. See, D is equal to lambda by 2. So we substitute that. Then we have the cos theta by 2. So lambda and lambda gets cancelled. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So what is left behind? Pi from here, 2 from here, pi by 2 cos theta. So E is equal to cos pi by 2 cos theta. That is the field at point P due to source 1 and source 2. Now we have to draw the radiation pattern. Okay, so to draw the radiation pattern we need to know the direction of maxima, minima, half power beamwidths. So first we'll see each one. First we will see how to draw, how to find the direction of maximum direction. With the array of point sources, what we are going to do is we are going to find the major lobe, direction of major lobe in a radiation pattern. So we have to find that. For that what we are going to do is we are equating, we know that if electric field has to be maximum, electric field, we have already found the equation of electric field as E is equal to cos pi by 2 cos theta. If this has to be maximum, it means that this cos pi by 2 cos theta has to be maximum. For maximum the value should be equal to cos pi by 2 cos theta. So the maximum value will be equal to plus or minus 1. So we have cos pi by 2 cos theta is equal to plus or minus 1. So taking a cos to the right hand side, pi by 2 cos theta, cos inverse of 1. Generally we can write it as plus or minus n pi. N can take values 0, 1, 2, etc. So initially we are going to we have to find the major lobe. So we are assuming n equal to 0. So if this is equal to 0, pi by 2 cos theta will be equal to 0. So since we are finding the maximum direction, okay, or the major lobe maximum, so we have cos theta max is equal to 0. So theta max is equal to cos inverse of 0. So cos inverse of 0 is 90 degree and 270 degree. So the maximum direction or the major lobe direction we have found it to be 90 degree and 270. Then array of 2 point sources, for this we have to find minimum direction. Array of 2 point sources with equal amplitude and phase, we have to find the minimum direction. So for that, again, for electric field to be minimum, cos pi by 2 cos theta should be minimum. For that what we are doing, we are equating it to 0. So cos pi by 2 cos theta is equal to 0. In the next step, this cos is taken to the right hand side, becomes pi by 2 cos theta, cos equal to cos inverse of 0, which we will write it as plus or minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2, and n is equal to 0, 1, 2, any values. So since we are again we are assuming n equal to 0. So when n is equal to 0, it is plus or minus pi by 2. So pi by 2 gets cancelled. So cos theta min, okay, minimum value will be equal to plus or minus 1. So theta min is equal to cos inverse of plus or minus 1. So that is occurring at 0 degree and 180 degree. Next, you have to find half power point directions. Or at half power point, voltage or current is 1 by root 2 times the maximum voltage or current. So here we have to equate it to plus or minus 1 by root 2. So pi by 2 cos theta is equal to plus or minus 2n plus 1 pi by 4. 1 by root 2 is pi by 4. Cos inverse of 1 by root 2. So n is equal to 0, 1, 2. Again substitute n equal to 0. So we have plus or minus pi by 4. Pi gets cancelled. 2 and 4 gets cancelled. So cos theta half power point direction is equal to plus or minus half. That is, we have cos inverse of half is 60 degree and 120 degree. So HPPD half power point direction. So this is how we draw the field pattern between E versus theta. For this is drawn for D equal to, the D is the distance between 1 and 2. For D is equal to lambda by 2. So this is the simplest type of broadside array. We have the maximum in 90 degree and 270 degree, minimum at 0 and 180 degree, half power points at 60 degree which is extended back and 120 degree which is also extended back. So this is the simplest type of broadside array. That's all about array of 2 point sources with equal amplitude and phase. In the next presentation we will be seeing equal amplitude and opposite phase. Thank you.